Welcome, everyone, to another enlightening session from White Paper Actuaries. Today, we are diving into the crucial role of human resource or payroll departments in ensuring successful actuarial valuations for long-term employee benefits. While these valuations are highly complex, HR and payroll departments play a pivotal role in ensuring the accuracy and effectiveness of these assignments. In this session, we shall discuss about the guidance HR and payroll teams can share with the actuarial team, as well as discusses aspects that helps make the process more efficient and effective. In many organizations, HR and payroll teams take the lead in getting actuarial valuations done for their employee benefit schemes. They wear multiple hats throughout the process and actively participate in following key areas. HR departments are guardians of employee data, which is the foundation for any actuarial valuation. Accurate headcount, salary details, demographic data, such as age, gender, and tenure, and employee turnover are crucial inputs for an actuary's work. Inconsistent or outdated information can skew results and lead to inappropriate provisioning, underestimating liabilities, or even misinterpretation of benefit obligations. Therefore, HR's role in ensuring data accuracy and timeliness is indispensable. HR professionals understand the employee benefits landscape in depth. They are the first point of contact for any queries related to employee benefits. They bring deep insight into benefit structures and payment details, helping actuaries contextualize their work by providing an understanding of employee demographics and benefit landscapes. Actuarial valuations don't exist in isolation. They are deeply tied to company policies around retirement, gratuity, end of service, leave, and other post-employment benefits. HR departments are responsible for designing these policies in alignment with organizational goals and industry standards. When new policies are introduced or existing ones are revised, HR must collaborate with actuaries to evaluate the long-term financial impact of these changes. HR leaders play a pivotal role in communicating the actuarial valuation results to stakeholders, including management, auditors, and sometimes even regulatory bodies. They help frame the valuation outcomes in a way that's relevant and comprehensible to different audiences, ensuring that stakeholders understand both the current state of liabilities and future expectations. Now let's look at aspects that help HR leaders influence the process more efficiently. Data. The exact requirement for data depends on the nature and rules of the employee benefit scheme. For benefits like gratuity, end-of-service benefit, leave, long service awards, the table illustrates relevance and accuracy requirement for commonly shared fields. For example, date of birth usually does not impact financials significantly. But the impact could be significant if age is basis for assumptions like salary and withdrawal. Date of hire or current service is very important for benefits like gratuity, end of service, and long service award. But for leave benefit actuarial valuation, it is not so important. Correct salary is important in all benefits except for long service award unless the award is linked to employee salary. Actuarial reports should include details of employee data used for valuation. HR leaders should review this information and ask questions about how actuaries have used the information in their calculations. One of the most important influencers for a typical employee benefit actuarial valuation is selection of future assumptions. Actuarial valuation results rely on estimates of future long-term salary growth, attrition rate, and retirement age. Most of them have a compounding impact on valuation results, that is 1% change in assumption may have 3 to 4 times or even more impact on financial results. In selection of these assumptions, HR colleagues should understand. First, assumptions will be used to project future costs for associated scheme, that is how costs associated with employees working today will change in future. Say a salary assumption of 10% will be used to increment salary of existing employees for all future years, till retirement, at rate of 10% each year. If instead the assumption is changed to 8%, over a future period of 10 years it may impact financial results by over 20%. Second, future will always be different from present. Setting expectation just based on present trend is not appropriate and will lead to too frequent changes in assumptions. Set up a process where one look at past 3 to 5 years of actual trend and rationale of management view of future expectation. Keep it stable and avoid updates for small differences between actual trend versus assumption. Third, assumption setting should exclude any one-off events. Like a company which restructured its workforce recently should not increase attrition rate assumption for future just based on this event. HR leaders should think whether such event will increase future likelihood of higher attrition or not. Similarly, in recent past we see post-pandemic for some period organizations gave higher increments to its employees. But the trend did not continue longer and things soon normalize. Lastly, assumptions should be reasonable. For example, salary increases are closely related to inflation, thus long-term salary increase assumption should have a reasonable proximity to country inflation. Attrition rates of a company should be reasonable with the long-term trends of its sector. Actuaries relies on company-provided information about benefit rules, discretionary practices and caveats about the scheme. HR leaders should ensure that actuaries have a complete understanding about the scheme. Actuarial reports should include details of scheme rules used for valuation. HR leaders should review this information and ask questions about how actuaries have used the information in their calculations. Some common areas to look for. First, definition of employees considered in valuation. Is there any employee or group of employees not considered in valuation? Second, implementation of any vesting condition, that is any condition which restrict employee from receiving benefit from the scheme. Like 5-year requirement for gratuity. Third, definition of salary used for calculation. Are all necessary components considered for valuation? Fourth, conditions on maximum benefit payable from the scheme. It is a common area of misunderstanding and may have significant impact on results. The company should clearly explain to actuary any cap on benefit to be used on payment of benefits. In gratuity, it is common that valuations are done as per statutory limit while company policy it to pay without this limit. Fifth, conditions when benefit is payable, that is, will it be paid only on employee exit from the company or are there any provisions for payment during the service? For example, it is common in leave scheme encash leaves while in service. Similarly, end of service benefit allow advance payments to employees. Along with this, any changes in policy should be promptly informed to actuarial team to keep valuation as per latest changes. Sometimes changes expected in future may also impact present results, so do not hesitate to communicate them as well. We would be pleased to assist with any actuarial valuation needs you may have. Our solutions help organization with several value adds along with standard accounting report. Some of these solutions are detailed gain-loss analysis, where we analyze and share key drivers of liability movement in current valuation period. Understanding these factors helps organization draw future strategy for assumptions, risk management of scheme. Organization with multiple entities within or outside Saudi Arabia can benefit from our consolidation report. This is an Excel-based report with currency conversion feature so that results can be viewed in single currency even though base results are in different currencies. Companies often worry about the impact of changing actuaries on their scheme financials. To address this concern, we offer a complimentary transition service as part of our valuation takeover process.